a brand new chat with Monica Long where she talks about crypto and regulation and how it will help banks move faster toward becoming digital. The CEO of Uphold says almost the same thing. We believe in a world with many chains. We also have information from Chad Steengraber that basically says the business and XRP are at a standstill right now. We're going to talk about what this all means. I also have a lot of other crypto content that is connected to XRP for you. How are you today, Sunday? Let's jump right in. Does the fact that the US government supports crypto, like with the Genius Act, have anything to do with making RLUSD more appealing? I believe that institutional adoption of stablecoins and the digital asset market as a whole has been a big step forward this year. And I think that it's clearer rules coming out of the US with the first Genius Act. We now have the Clarity Act, which is making its way through the legislative process. At that point, I think things changed a lot. And, we saw it in the US market when banks talked to us about their digital asset plans. There has been a pretty big shift in momentum outside of the US, which was a nice surprise. I'm in Singapore this week for the FinTech Festival. People from banks all over Southeast Asia have met with us a number of times, and everyone is really on board. Around the world, everyone is really leaning in. You can see that different countries and cities within those countries are all competing to be the world's crypto hub. To do this, they'll offer tax breaks, loose rules, and other incentives to investors, entrepreneurs, and developers who will help build the future of this technology. Everyone knows that blockchain is the way of the future when it comes to money. Who is going to get the biggest piece of the pie? That's the real prize, still up for grabs. Regulation is something else that was talked about here. In this business, banks need to know what they can and can't do. They won't touch it if they don't have those rules. Due to this, we are still guessing that XRP will be 250 or 240 since the technology is not yet being used in real life. The reason why you should use it, right? That time has not yet come, and we'll get there soon. When? I don't think anyone can tell you. We are waiting for the Clarity Act, which calls for Congress to get together and work out their differences. And these two have been hating each other for a while now. So when are they going to grow up and do what the American people want? Man, I don't know. Okay, after that, here you go. Hold on. We believe in a world with many chains. Hold on, is that Stephen McLaughlin, CEO? Hey, Simon McLaughlin, I'm truly sorry. Okay, so tell me about banks. Why do banks hire infrastructure providers like Uphold to help them connect across blockchains without having to do all the work themselves? This is pretty juicy. We believe in a world with many chains. It's not like one chain will be the most popular. We think that one day there will be hundreds of different blockchains, each one good for a different need. When a bank wants to connect to an infrastructure provider, it makes sense for us to do so because we keep all the chains up to date. So you could sell any of the chains? Yes. Today we offer 43 different blockchains and 9 stable coins that work on 24 different networks. And a bank needs to connect to an infrastructure service that lets them connect to different chains. This is because at its core, a bank just needs to be on a network of blockchains so it can send money to wallet addresses on almost any network. Putting those networks together in-house is not a good idea. Putting in a blockchain usually takes 2 or 3 months. Each one is written in a different language. They are set up in different ways. It's a really hard workout. This is how it works. Banks come to us and we take care of the infrastructure. They can focus on giving their customers sexy goods. That's really a smart move here. You need to understand that exchanges like Uphold, Coinbase, and others like them really want to be those sources for everyone. People want the technology that lets you come to our place and pay to use it. It's hard to understand crypto and blockchain, and a bank isn't going to go build out the system that Uphold has, right? That would take years. It takes about 2 to 3 months to fully integrate one blockchain. Just think how long it would take to integrate 30 or 100 blockchains. That's not really something banks care about, right? It's best to bank with them. They will follow the way of the Upholds, Ripples, and Coinbases of the world because it is the simplest. Then, if any of the infrastructure breaks, the bank isn't responsible. It's on the company that provides the equipment, right? So this does take some of the risk away from that bank. I believe Uphold is acting wisely in this case. They are going to a world with more than one chain. This is something they want to be a big part of because they know how important it will be. I admire them. Okay, here you go. Hey, Chad Steingraber. He says, let's be honest for a second. It comes down to 2 choices. One, the price of XRP stays the same, and the ETFs buy up all of the coins that are still in circulation in exactly 1 year. That is, the price of XRP goes up a lot, making it harder to buy because it costs more to get less. We win either way. It's a tie. I understand that he means that we will win whether the price goes up or down. A little less money would make me happy if the price dropped, right? That way I could buy more XRP if XRP is worth $10 or $20. Buying 1,000 of them will cost $20,000 or $10,000. If the price is right now, I can put $10,000 down to buy 4 or 5,000 XRP. Could I please have a little more time? I understand that everyone already wants to visit the moon, but I'd like to make a purchase. Okay. Then I asked Lexi to show me how some of this made no sense. It says that the post describes in a simple way how the demand for ETFs affects the price and supply of XRP. The argument suggests two possible results. The first option says that if the price of XRP stays the same, ETFs might buy enough to get rid of the whole supply in 1 year. It is known that there are only a few billion XRP left on platforms, which is not enough to meet the demand for these ETFs. Then this situation says that ETFs will always want to buy and that the price of supply won't change much for a year. We know that if there's going to be a lot of demand, the price will have to go up, right? Because the market cap multiplier will be bigger if you lower the amount of coins that are offered on exchanges. Here's where people will think, oh, $10 XRP, I might sell some $20 XRP. I could sell some, right? It seems like everyone here has a different opinion. That $500 or $1,000 price might make you think, hey, I'm here for those. That's the risk I'm ready to take. But some people aren't as dangerous as you are. Some of them say, hey, $10 looks pretty good. I bought this for 30 cents, so $10 is a 30 times return. Cash me out. To put it another way, everyone here will be different. You can guess as well as I do how this will all go down. This means that if there is a lot of demand for XRP, there will finally be none left, which will cause a supply shock unless new sellers come forward or the supply changes. Option 2, price goes up, purchase pace slows down. The desire for ETFs drives up the price by a huge amount. The cost of buying the same amount of XRP goes up. When the price of XRP goes up, ETFs can buy less with the same amount of cash. This slows down the rate at which the supply is used up. Existing holders will gain from this outcome because the price may go up. It is stated that in the Czech market, the phrase, either way we win, means that XRP holders will be happy in either case, when the full supply is used up or when the price goes up by a lot. Really enjoyed reading that post. Make sure you're following it. You can also chat if you'd like. And Riz XRP is also pretty cool. Then Ripple's unique place in the crypto world. We got this from Brad's digital perspective. Brad Kaimes was where I got my news and information when I first started to learn about XRP.